Hey guys, it's Davey here, and it's currently day 123. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend, and I do hope you guys are doing better than yesterday. But like you guys can see, my face isn't having the best weekend so far, right? There's pimples everywhere, there's dots, there's like my whole face is just covered in these bumps and lumps. Like I'm not sure how this is happening because my diet's on check, my fitness on check. I shower twice a day, and with the new skincare routine, like my face has just become more like a teenager face. So I'm not sure if it is the skincare products that's making my pimples and things happening. That is some more research I have to get into. But that also means maybe I should use my time more wisely and then maybe spend some time into researching about all these skincare and then just everything in general. Because at the moment, because I'm thinking about dropping out of school, dropping out of my TAFE course, my business Cert 3 course, I do have a lot of time now to myself, like 5 hours a day extra, because I'm not working towards assessments, nor am I spending a lot of travel time traveling and just going to school and then staying there for 6+ hours. That definitely gave me a lot of time because before when I first started writing emails, yes, sure, I took like 1 hour to write two emails. However, now it's like I am spending 40 minutes tops writing four emails. Now, that may still seem like a lot to you, but to me, that is a massive improvement. And tomorrow, I'm going to double it again. So, eight emails, and then till the point where I can't really do any more, where I have to just kind of stop there and then just drop my email time per email ratio, my KPI. Lower time, more emails. But until then, it's just the idea is just double it every single week. Double it every single week. So next week, eight emails. I'm gonna smash through because honestly, now I have a lot of time on my hands, and because I didn't really thought this out thoroughly, the idea of me just stopping doing schoolwork came at an instant. It's like I'll thought to myself, why am I still walk, working towards something that I know I'm not gonna do in the future? Like, why am I working towards this degree? Because guys, a business three degree probably won't get you any jobs. And even if it does get you a job, it's not going to be the job I want to do. So quit wasting my time here persuading myself that this is something good for me because it clearly isn't. It was just another form of distraction that I picked up because I stopped cold calling. I stopped working on my business. But ever since I started working on my business, this is only a distraction. Going back to school is only a distraction, an excuse for me to hinder what is truly important. And quite honestly, guys, I feel so much better, so much fulfilled just doing my business, right? Just working my business instead of going to school. Like, yeah, school's fun, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, it's not going to help me reach my goals. And heck, the only thing that's holding me back now is because how would I break it to my family? And second of all, I spend almost half the time there. I'm halfway through the course, so it's kind of like I invested so much time into it. Maybe I should just finish and get a paper, but the more time I spend there, the more time I'm going to waste. I'd rather get a job. I'd rather get a job. Quite honestly, I need a job to just get some cash flow in and then just spend them more into my business, spend them more into my business and into myself. But until then, I have 5 hours a day extra now. So that means I should probably write out a plan, something I need to do. And also, I need to hang up that goddamn whiteboard. I still haven't done it. Like, this is my procrastination is very bad. I just haven't been bothered to ask my mom to hold up the whiteboard so I can drill some holes in my wall. And at the moment, you don't want to drill holes when it's nighttime. People are gonna think you're crazy. So tomorrow, I promise you guys that whiteboard will be up on the wall. But until then, I'm gonna write down some plans, delegate my time wisely, so I don't drift around. I don't run the risk of drifting around. I don't run the risk of having too many times to myself, so I can start thinking about random shit again. Because the moment we feel fear or the moment when these weird thoughts come into our mind is when we have too many times on our hand. When we have too many times on our hand, we get bored, right? When we get bored, boredom sucks, like it does sucks, but to kill boredom, naturally we will look for sources of pleasure or past experiences that we know can make us bypass time. So that may be either picking up an old habit like watching too much Netflix or playing video games or doing drugs, anything that we were conditioned before to do to bypass time. So to avoid the risk of that happening, or just to avoid the risk of you overthinking because you have too many goddamn time, keep yourself busy. So that is something I need to work on, and that is what I had discerned during my self-reflection today. And you guys should do your self-reflection because that is important. But I mean, for the few weeks, I've been doing great, right? I've been doing my outreach, I've been doing this and that. My habits have been consistent, my routine, therefore, has been sustainable. But because I haven't done my schoolwork, I do have a lot of time left over, and that can cause some issues if I don't act on it instantly. I need to write a plan. I need to put my time into use to be effective because at the end of the day, even if you spend all your time working on something, you may feel tired, blah, 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 whatever. But if you work on your time effectively, at the end of the day, when you finish the day, you'll go to sleep satisfied, knowing that what you do today will put you one step closer to your goal. So even that just means spending 1 hour watching skincare routines, spending 1 hour working on my YouTube video edits, or spending 1 hour learning how to outreach. All these may not be fun, but they are skills and lessons that I could learn to improve my life. And that is important to me. And I have to realize that fact and put my time into use. And the truth is, many of us just have too many time, too many spare time that we are not putting to great use. And yet we say to ourselves that we are too busy. But the truth is, no matter how busy you are, you will have some time left over. And the matter of fact is, when you are say you're busy, most of the case is that the time you are busy, you're busy doing something useless. You're busy doing something that's not going to be putting you closer to your goals. You're busy doing things that's not going to get you the lifestyle you are satisfied to live by. So go through your day, go through your weekly plan, your routine, everything, and really root out, pull out the weeds that are sucking your time away. Maybe some bad habits. Maybe you're sitting on the toilet for too long. Maybe you're reading the newspaper and taking the duke for too long. All these innocuous habits can be causing your time, but yet we are not. We don't want to take the effort to realize that we are squandering our time, and we call it that we are busy. And the truth is, most likely we are not busy. We are just busy doing the wrong thing, and if we just delegate our time wisely, we will see so much more progress in the next upcoming month or years. But if we don't do that and we keep on bringing up the excuse that we are too busy to add more things on our table, then you cannot regret or be jealous that someone else's life is better in the future, because time is not free. Although it may feel free right now, time does come at a price. Time comes at a price in your future, and that is something you have to pay if you don't use your time wisely in the present. But until then, figure out your priorities, set them right, cut out and drop anything that is distracting you that you thought before was a good choice, but now having the clarity after you meditate, after you journal, after you self reflect, realizing that maybe the things I was doing before that I thought was good is actually the biggest burden that's hindering me from pushing forward and reaching my purpose. But until then, guys, I hope you guys learned something from this, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night, because tomorrow is a new week where we have to push harder than ever. But until then, guys, have a good sleep and good night.